Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your man, Super Dad TV. Just kind of rolled out of bed just a little bit ago, and kind of was talking about this last night on my stream, and kind of want to make a little YouTube video about it, kind of talking about it. So, in my stream, we were talking about kind of games and everything like that, and I'm only gonna make this video about one game, and I'm gonna talk about Fortnite really quick. So with the game, as far as like where it's at some points in time, it's a little annoying, to play it, just because of what's in the game, and what's at other players' disposal. I think that it's made the game. I know Epic has tried to make the game more playable for every suitable type of player. But in doing so, I think that it's created a big unbalance between playing the actual game across the board for any type of player, whether they're casual, competitive, or what have you. And so, me personally, in my opinion, all of the mobility in the game, the ballers, the surfboards, the stupid air things, the slipstreams, all of that stuff, all of that needs to get taken out of the game. The alien, like, all of that needs to be taken out. And when you think back to when Fortnite was like a top tier game, there was no mobility. There wasn't any type of mobility. It was you landed someplace, you looted, you slayed out, and then you had to look at your rotations, right? Now it's like you're fighting people in the storm. Not that you didn't fight people in the storm before, but it's like you got people that are camping in the storm just because they have a mobile device, a mobility, whether it's a baller, whether it's a surfboard, whether the slipstream is right there, and it changed how where people go or what people did when they landed. People would land, loot up, and then figure out what their rotations would be. Not that people don't figure that out, and that's mainly like for, regular player, competitive players. When they play, it doesn't really matter. They'll do whatever. But that really changed the game. The other thing too, as far as mobilities, I would take away these shadow bombs, man. I think it's pretty glitchy how you can just continue to like be bouncing off of something and stay invisible. There needs to be a time limit on it, whether you're on a wall or not. To where if you're climbing up somebody's build or you're on the side of a mountain, I've seen so many people do it. They're on the side of a mountain, and as long as they're bouncing and doing all this other stuff, they stay invisible. To me, that's something that needs to be taken out, because one, again, it's mobility. You're able to move faster than a regular normal player who's on foot, and two, you could just be shadow bombing on the side of a mountain the entire game, and somebody's looking for you, then you pop up, and they don't know where you're at, and you get an easy win. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun at all. So I think all mobility needs to get taken out of the game completely, and it needs to go back to what it used to be. Rotations, everything by foot, all of that stuff. Secondly, weapons. I counted last night. We've got 13 different types of shotguns. We've got your gray tack, your green tack, your blue tack. Now they're going to be like this purple or probably legendary tacks. You've got your gray, so you got gray, green, and blue tacks. You got gray, green, and blue drum shotguns. You got blue and green pump shotguns. And then you got blue, purple, and gold combat shotguns. Now, blue, purple, and gold, the combats, that's fine. Green and blue pumps, no problem. The drum shotgun is probably the worst shotgun I've ever seen in my life. And, like, I wouldn't have been so unbiased or so biased against it had they had taken out the tack and put that in, because you shoot more rounds, you shoot it faster. So I get it, for those, new players, average players. I get all that, and I could have respected that. But the fact is, they left the tack in and added this while bringing the pump back, while having the combat. It's just way too much. Way too much. Me personally, I'm thinking, the drum. Either you got to choose. You either keep the drum or you got to keep the tack. This is what I would do when it comes to it. I would get rid of the drums, and I would have the gray, green, blue, and purple tacks. Bring the purple tacks back. Bring them back. Bring back purple tacks, and that would be the top tier for the tacks, right? That'd be the top tier. And they definitely wean back on the damage for it, because I would be watching old Fortnite clips, of Ninja and all these other Fortnite players using the tack and all the damage it was doing. Like, they would literally shoot somebody with a tack like twice, and they were going down. And I was seeing shield. Maybe not a lot of shield, but I was seeing shield. So, I'm not saying they were 200. I'm just saying. Or 100. I'm just saying. So I would get rid of the drum. I like the combat. I don't think the combat is bad. I definitely think that they slowed down the fire rate. I haven't been reading, the patch notes. So if they slowed it down, and that's something that they put in the patch notes, I don't read it, so I haven't seen it. But it definitely feels like they slowed down the fire rate of, the combat shotgun, for sure. Used to be able to bop, 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 and really, just kind of pop it off. Now it's pop, pop. Like, looks like there's a little bit of a delay. Not as much as with the pump, but there's definitely a delay. This delay with shooting the pump, though, is terrible. I think that if you're staying on the pump, like, it's, do it as like a cocking motion, but it's like, if I wanted to, if I had a real shotgun and I was shooting it, it'd be boom, 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 like, as fast as I can cock the thing back and reload it, is as fast as I want to shoot it, in my opinion. I think if you're using it, the fire rate of it has to be a little bit faster. But you could put that delay on there if you're switching from pump to tack, pump to combat, whatever. You can have that delay. SMGs, I think, are perfect where they're at, except for the fact of the burst. I think it needs to go. Just have the silence and the tack SMGs. Those are perfect. In some cases, people use the tack SMG as an AR. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do with that. I'd leave those where they are, but I would remove the burst. As far as for the long range, like snipers, really, really long range scoped guns, you have the scoped AR, kind of iffy about it. You got the semi-sniper, you got the heavy sniper, and then you got the silent sniper. I kind of feel like that's a lot, but at the same time, if somebody wants to, use the scoped AR, it's just green and blue. So I'm okay with it. I don't really see that much of an issue with it. I would personally like to see the bolt come back and get rid of this silenced sniper. I'd like to see the bolt come back, but and you just have the bolt and the heavy, and that's about it. The semi-sniper's okay. Like, I've used it. It really is not a bad sniper, especially seeing you can kind of rapid shoot it. So if you've got somebody that's right there, you can boom, boom. You can fire two shots and probably get them down, 'Cause I think it does like 78 to the body or 78 to the head. I think it's like 50 something to the body or 40 something to the body. So it's a good gun. I like it. But I think that Epic has spent so much time, trying to tailor the game to fit everybody's needs, and in process, they've made the game, it's sometimes like unbearable to play because of the fact of, all of these things that are in the game. Like, make the game good again. This is my opinion too. Like, every season, right, we get it almost like a different map, right? We've had the original map when the Crack Rocks and all that stuff came out, the meteor hit, you had that map. You had the map where Loot Lake was floating. We've got this one. All of this other stuff. What I would do is I would make, obviously, dude, I mean, like, Epic, you make Gears of War. There was like 8, 9, 10 different maps for Gears. Why not make it random, and every season when the new map changes, it saves to the archive, and you can possibly load up in that map to play a game. So you'll have a bunch of different maps that are on the server. You'll have people that when they go into the games are loading up into random maps, and make those random maps like how they were. No slipstreams and stuff like that or whatever. So, like, say you added this map to, and you had slipstreams in there, whatever. But I just think all mobility needs to be taken out, but I think that would be really cool. Like, if you have, we're on almost going to be on season 10, so that means we've gotten at least, I think it's like 7 or 8 different maps. Maybe it's 6 or 7 different maps. Like, that would be cool to go and play in 6 or 7 different maps. I think that'd be pretty lit. It makes you think a little bit more. All right, what map am I in? All right, where am I going to go? Where am I going to land? What am I going to loot? When there was no slipstream in the beginning, when the first map, like, the top places to go were Tilted. A lot of people went Anarchy Acres, Fatal Fields, Pleasant, Retail Row. You know what I'm saying? Greasy Grove. Like, everybody misses Greasy Grove, Epic. Like, everybody misses Greasy Grove. Why not bring it back? And maybe it will get brought back with this event that's happening in 3 days. Who knows? But they need to bring Greasy Grove back. I mean, it's kind of my opinion, y'all. I mean, that's kind of like my overview as far as when it comes to Fortnite. Like, what do you think? When it comes to it, do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? What are some of the things that maybe you would add to this? If you guys like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to try to upload a little bit more. I don't have anything as far as recording gameplay and stuff like that. So if I do any type of things, it's going to be right here through my phone for right now. But, yeah, let me know, guys. I mean, like, that's just my opinion. I'll do something for, like, Madden and stuff like that. Not going to be getting the game. I've been thinking about it. I've really been thinking about it. I'm not going to get Madden, and I'll kind of touch on that in another video, but I'm not going to get it. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. And I'll explain why in another video. So I love you guys. I thank you guys for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. My Twitch will be in the description box, twitch.tv/SuperDadTV. Be sure to hit that channel up and hit it with a follow. Turn on your notifications so you know when I go live. I love you guys. God bless, and I'll see you later. Peace.